Dillon Brooks and Patrick Beverley are two guys that you would call menaces on the court. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
What kind of channel is this?
Ball facts.
Do guys in the NBA go to sleep early the night before playing the Phoenix Suns? Hell no. No.
You mean as a team, or would you talk about Chris Paul individually?
Chris Paul individual.
Okay.
You want to be really honest?
Yeah.
What we call cone. You know what you do with cones? Like when in the summertime, you got a cone. You make a move. What does the cone do?
Stay still.
Exactly. Yeah. He's a cone. Stop playing, man.
Some players like to play buddy-buddy with opponents. Pat Bev does no such thing. He seems to be the last of a dying breed. But there is one player who is following suit. Dillon Brooks.
Green, and now trapped in the corner. They got Brooks working on Curry, a jab step in the back. Pass defense by Brooks. Brooks with the look right at Stephen Curry.
I'm trying to figure out why they like you in Memphis. Or do they like you in Memphis?
What was the message that you had to Draymond?
That's what I do. I talk. And, I told him, keep doing his podcast, keep blogging, keep doing this thing off the court. It's cute, it's fun for him. Yeah, you should give the mic to Draymond. Make him talk about me.
What was that?
Make him keep talking about me so I can play better.
A true menace is not only willing to go at guys above their pay grade, they're willing to go at guys above their weight class.
And the coach is running out there.
Pat Bev is notorious for it.
Doncic crashes into Rondo and is called for the offensive. Oh, he like it. And then Pat Beverly gets in his grill, and here we go.
And just like we talked about Luka.
Even the slightest push won't be tolerated. And if by chance they happen to hit another player,
Dillon Brooks punches Anthony Edwards in the face.
They tell that player to deal with it.
Face earlier to have first team foul. 3:13 to go.
You get a technical. You get a technical.
For them, a technical after a foul is like a child getting a lollipop after the doctor's visit. And getting under other players' skin is not a problem.
Ed Malloy trying to say that he's getting armbar elbows. He's talking back to Dillon Brooks. He's got some choice words for Dillon Brooks at the moment.
Well, before that play even developed, before Dame made the drive, he was on the right side.
These menaces get threatened and stared down, but they could care less. In fact, they love it. This isn't Dame's first time dealing with a menace.
Missed them both.
In the bubble, Dame missed 2 back-to-back free throws that cost his team the game, and Patrick Beverley let him have it.
With 15.5 on the clock, Lillard just missed on a pair of free throws with his team down by 1. And now Michael Green will head to the stripe. The Clippers hand the Blazers a big bubble blow.
Even if it is mid-free throw, Patrick Beverley is always ready for the smoke.
Don't the Bears.
He's not reading that sign because he keeps whooping.
He's selling the wolf tickets, man. Patrick Beverley selling the wolf tickets about Damian Lillard makes no sense.
It did seem like you had the kind of the constant dialogue with Dame throughout. You end up tonight being plus 27. Dame has a slow shooting night. What were you looking at that matchup wise?
He would have cooked me. You would have said I couldn't guard him, but now he missed a couple of shots as a slow shooting night. I understand.
Well, I said you were plus 27, right? That doesn't
a good job on Dame. That sound better.
Well, I was gonna ask the question, let you answer it.
I just answered it. Next question.
Any more on just the matchup?
No.
And they're walking like zombies too because they're stunned. They had themselves a big time lead at intermission. 25 points.
Clippers Tuesday. By the way,
Laughing. He say I can guard him. But, the numbers say different. So.
In order to be a true menace, you do actually have to be good on defense. And on that subject, Pat Bev does have some good arguments for his skills.
ESPN gave me the numbers.
That you're the best in the world?
It's Giannis at 41.3% and it's Patrick Beverley at 41.9%, which means if you have the ball and Patrick Beverley is guarding, it feels like Giannis is guarding you. I'm only 6 feet. Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Well, I did say
the greatest in the world.
Bev just gave Stephen A little of his own medicine. And if we're being honest, it's not like we haven't seen his menacing ways work in the clutch.
They lost the ball. Beverly did it.
And his words for Stephen
2, led by Patrick Beverley, who has become, in his first year, the most impactful player and truly the heart and soul.
But being a menace can get you into trouble. It's no longer like the 80s and 90s, where every team had a handful of these guys. Hence all of the attention they get.
Get it back. Siakam and Dillon Brooks, and Pascal Siakam pushes Brooks away.
Pat Bev grew up in Chicago, the projects of Chicago. He's been playing this way ever since. He will never stop.
I survived from Marshall High School, one of the worst high schools during that time probably ever.
5 teams, including the Bulls, his current team, wanted this menace on their roster. He doesn't wait for excitement to come, because he's the one that brings it.
Good hands from Kyrie Irving, and then Beverly and Harden, former teammates in Houston, shove each other.
When I say menace, it isn't a slight or a diss. Menaces are willing to be the heel, the bad guy, in order to give their team an edge. Basketball is just as much mental as it is physical, and fear is the biggest mental mountain to climb. What a menace does is reassures his team that they are the ones who should be feared, and he shows his opponents that they have none. A double-edged sword that has shifted momentum and turned the tide of many games. And while the NBA has gotten away from supporting this type of behavior, it remains effective. You'll often hear sportscasters who are ex-NBA players like Reggie Miller or Charles Barkley say they miss this part of the game.
Beverly harassing Curry. Beverly, a very physical defender, and is called for the foul. And this is what Beverly likes to do. Play very physical. It's been called.
Oftentimes we hear these are the type of players that you hate to play against but love to play with. On a few occasions, players have come out saying Patrick Beverley wasn't all that. But even in his mid-30s, he's still signing contracts. These NBA teams know what he's about, and they want a player who's going to guard the best guys in the world without an ounce of fear. And yeah, they'll get cooked sometimes, but it won't be without a fight. A few defensive stops, a foul or two, and some words. Now you're in the head of a superstar. Let me know in the comments section if you think these type of players should be out of the league or you like this. And just as Pat Bev is nearing the end of his career, Dillon Brooks is just getting started. Who do you think is a better defender, him or Pat? I'm just glad that the torch is being passed. Who do you think is more menacing? Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Ball facts again.